Good morning, guys. I am Sandeep Kumar Reddy from Ingenious Competitive Training Academy. Today, we'll be discussing about the bank and the headquarters. So, very important topic, and we have to discuss near about bank and headquarters as well as that is Ramsar Convention, all the current affairs topics related questions in one video, which are very useful for all competitive exams. So, please go through each and every topic which have been given in recent examinations. So let us start with the first slide. Corporation Bank headquarters. So every bank has got its headquarters. So in this case, every place, as you can see, Mangalore, which is located in Karnataka. So in Karnataka, we have Corporation Bank's headquarters. If it comes to Mumbai, so it's one of the best city in India, and we knew that in Mumbai we have Dena Bank and ECGC, HDFC, ICICI Bank as well as IDFC and Ratnakar as well as State Bank of India and Union Bank. All these banks, so maximum banks we can cover in Mumbai. So remember few places which are not there in Mumbai, so automatically other will be in Mumbai. So here the prominent banks are ICICI, SBI, and we have Union Bank and Dena. These are the important, and HDFC. So these five is more important than others. So it has got the headquarters in Mumbai. When it comes to Union Bank of India, that is UCO branch, we have in Kolkata. Next we have Dhanalakshmi. So this is one thing. In Thrissur, we have the headquarters of Dhanalakshmi Bank. Dhanalakshmi Bank is famous for the raffle deal. So we knew that in Kerala, what they do is they take lottery ticket. So lottery tickets, they make every day one lottery tickets. That bank is Dhanalakshmi from Thrissur, that is in Kerala. When it comes to HSBC Bank, which has got the headquarters in London. Now we have India Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, Lakshmi Vilas Bank, very important. So here you may be asked Dhanalakshmi Bank or Lakshmi Vilas Bank. These are few confusing one, and Ratnakar is in Mumbai. So here what exactly you may be asked is, so where exactly Dhanalakshmi Bank or Lakshmi Vilas Bank? So here we have Lakshmi Vilas, Indian Overseas and Indian Bank is located in Chennai. When it comes to Karnataka Bank, obviously Karnataka Bank you may be in Mangalore, that is in Karnataka. We have the Syndicate Bank. So this is one of the important question recently have been asked. Syndicate Bank's headquarters is located in Manipal. This Manipal as well is located in the place of Karnataka. Now we have something Ramsar sites. Very important. There are these type of sites have been nominated, and Ramsar Convention or Ramsar sites is an international treaty for the conservation and sustainable utilization of wetlands, recognizing the fundamental ecological functions of wetlands and their economic, cultural, scientific and recreational value. So this is very important. Now we have something here, what you have to remember is Asan Conservation Reserve, so which is located in Uttarakhand, and as you can see here it is declared in 2020 recently. So in Uttarakhand we have Asan Conservation Reserve, and when it comes to the Kerala, Ashtamudi Wetlands, and when it comes to Bias Conservation, that is Punjab, and we have Baitarkarnika mangroves. So we know mangrove forest we have, so which is located in Odisha. Now we have Bhoj wetlands and Madhya Pradesh, and we have Chandatal wetlands in Himachal. We have Chilka Lake also, that is located in Odisha. When it comes to Deepor Beel, that is located in Assam. When it comes to West Bengal, East Kolkata wetlands we have. Now we have Harike Lake, that is located in Punjab, and Hokera wetland, which is located in Jammu and Kashmir. When it comes to Kabartal wetland, which is located in Bihar, and Kanjli this lake is located in Punjab. Now we have this National Park Kaladio, which is located in Rajasthan, as well as we have Keshapur Maini Community Reserve, which is in Punjab. Kolleru Lake, Andhra Pradesh, and Loktak is, as it is recently they are asking these kind of lakes. So Loktak Lake is located in which place? That is Manipur, and Lonar Lake is in Maharashtra. So please remember, whatever the lakes they are asking, they are very important. When it comes to Nal Sarovar Bird Sanctuary is located in Gujarat, and Nandur Madhameshwar Mandir is located in, that is, Maharashtra. Nangal Wildlife Sanctuary, it is in Punjab, and Nawabganj Bird Sanctuary is in Uttar Pradesh. Now we have this Parvati Agra Bird Sanctuary that is located in Uttar Pradesh. Now we have Point Calimary Wildlife that is located in Tamil Nadu. So Pong Dam that is in Himachal, and Renuka Wetland also Himachal. So whatever the Ramsar conventions I am given, so these are the whole convention we have, and I want you guys to comment me in the section how many Ramsar conventions are there in our India. So Ropar Lake is in Punjab, Rudrasagar Lake in Tripura. When it comes to Saman Bird Sanctuary, it is located in Uttar Pradesh, and Samaspur Bird Sanctuary is in Uttar Pradesh. Now we have something Sambar Lake in Rajasthan and Sandy Bird Sanctuary in Uttar Pradesh. We have Sarsai Nawar Jheel in Uttar Pradesh, and Sastamkotta Lake that is in Kerala. Now Sundarban Delta, we are aware these are wetland, West Bengal, these are all mangrove forest. Surinsar and Mansar lakes are located in Jammu and Kashmir. These are very important. Sur Sarovar in Uttar Pradesh, and Sokar wetland complex are located in Ladakh region. So Somoriri, this lake is located in Jammu and Kashmir. Very important. If they ask Sur Sarovar, it is in Uttar Pradesh, and we have Somoriri lake, it is in Jammu and Kashmir. Very, very important. Upper Ganga River, that is something Bridgeghat to Narora stretch. We have this Upper Ganga River, which is located in Uttar Pradesh. Now we have Vemnad Lake that is in Kerala, and Vular in Jammu and Kashmir. As you can see here, exactly the location of all Ramsar sites. Now we have something biosphere reserves in India. So this is very important. These biosphere reserves, we have total of 18. Nilgiri Hills, we are aware that it is located in Tamil Nadu. As you can see how exactly Nilgiri Hills has got these various valleys. And Nanda Devi, it is located in Uttarakhand, and Nokrek, which is in Meghalaya. So Great Nicobar Islands we have, that is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This is southernmost islands of Andaman and Nicobar. And Gulf of Mannar, this is one thing, Indian part of Gulf of Mannar is between India and Sri Lanka. So this is located. Now we have Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, it is in Assam. Sundarban Deltas are there in West Bengal, and we have Similipal, that is there in Odisha. Very important, please go through whatever they have been given these sites. Dibru Saikova, this is something in Assam. Dihang Dibang, they are located in Arunachal Pradesh. So very important, they are the part of Siang and Dibang Valley, they are Dihang and Dibang. Now we have Panchamarri, that is Satpura Hills, we have in Madhya Pradesh. Kanchenjunga, which is located in Sikkim. Now we have Astai Mulai or Astai Mudi, they are very important, you will find in Kerala. And we have something Achankara, so it's in somewhere in Chhattisgarh state. See this Amarkantak, we knew that it is the origin of Narmada river. Now we have Kutch, which is located in Gujarat, and cold desert also we have something in Chandratal. I want you guys to comment me this cold desert Pin Valley National Park. This is located in which state? I want you guys to. This is something in Himachal Pradesh. Sheshachalam Hills in Andhra Pradesh. Tamil. We know that is located in Chittor district. At place we have Sheshachalam Hills. Panna we have, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Now it comes to the river and their confluence. Very important. So confluence is a river which is formed when two or more rivers combine to form a single channel of water. The confluence formed can be as a result of two smaller rivers joining to form one channel, or two rivers separated by a strip of land upstream that rejoin downstream. So that is what exactly the confluence of the rivers we have. When it comes to the confluence, the list, these are the list what we can see. Alaknanda and Dauliganga, which is Vishnu Prayag. This is the place where we can see the river Alaknanda and Dauliganga. And we have, these are in Uttarakhand, that is Alaknanda and Nandakini, that is Nandaprayag, that is Nandakini. And we have Pindar and Alaknanda, that is Karnaprayag. and we have something Alaknanda and Mandakini, that is at Rudraprayag. See how exactly Rudra means Mandakini. So we have these Uttarakhand, whatever the five, Alaknanda and Bhagirathi. So along with the Alaknanda, we have Dauliganga, Nandakini, Pindar, and Mandakini and Bhagirathi. So these are the confluences of respective place, that is Vishnu Prayag, Nanda Prayag, Karna Prayag, Rudra Prayag and Deva Prayag. They are very important. Those five, whatever the rivers we have, what exactly there we'll discuss. Ganges and Yamuna. So this is at Allahabad we have, that is Uttar Pradesh, which is also known as Prayagraj. Now we have Yamuna, Chambal, Pahuz, Sindh and Kuwari. So that location is Panchanada, which is a district of Uttar Pradesh. Ganges and Kosi we have, that is at Kurusela, Katihar district of Bihar. Now we have Yamuna and Betwa, this is something at Hamirpur. So we have Krishna and Tungabhadra, that is at Alampur, something Mahbubnagar district of Telangana, we have this. Godavari and Indravati, we have Bhadrakali, that is Bijapur district of Chhattisgarh. One thing that is Tunga and Bhadra, that is at Kudli, that is at Shimoga district of Karnataka. This is what exactly Tunga and Bhadra rivers confluence. So now we have Ganges and Gangdak, that is at Hazipur in Bihar. Satluj and Bias, these are located in Punjab. Harike wetlands, this is the confluence of this place. Now we have Sabarnarekha and Karaki, that is at Jamshedpur in Jharkhand. So first five, whatever we have, they are known as Panch Prayag. So I told you the rivers in Uttarakhand, whatever along with the Alaknanda, those five rivers are, they are Panch Prayag, very important. Now we have some instruments, some important scientific names. Now we have Tulsi, scientific name, that is Oclimum sanctum. Cotton we have Gossypium herbaceum, and banyan tree Ficus bengalensis. Neem we have something like Ajaritha indica, and we have something people tree Ficus, and rose we have Rosa, saffron Crocus sativus, very important, saffron Crocus sativus. Sugarcane we have Saccharum. Sunflower we have Helianthus anus. Tea we have Camellia sinensis. Recently they have asked related to tea. Now something bambuza. And now we have tobacco, nicotina. So this is one thing you have to remember. When it comes to the fruits, mango, Magnifera indica, apple, Pyrus malus, and we have the pomegranate, that is Punica grantum. Next, if I see that pineapple as well as orange, you can see strawberry also, sweet potato and watermelon and muskmelon. Now we have muskmelon, that is Cucumis melo. When it comes to banana, that is Musa paradisium, and guava, that is you can see here Psidium guava. Now we have something like concerning to vegetable and spices. Potato, that is Solanum tuberosum. Tomato, as you can see Lyco persicum, and which is very important, you have to go through each and everything. Onion we have Allium cepa, and radish Raphanus sativus. Carrot we have Dacus carota. See, you can see what exactly the related word, like carrot carota. Brinjal we have Solanum melongiana. Capsicum we have Capsicum fruit sign. Next we have cucumber, that is Cucum is sativus. Ginger we have gingiber. So these kind of turmeric Curcuma longa. Garlic Alluvum sativum. See, sativum word, which is very important. Next we have clove, that is aromaticum. Black pepper Piper nigrum. Coriander, that is Coriandrum sativum, and lemon we have Citrus lemonium. Now we have something peas, that is Pisum sativum. Now the agreements, which is very important, every nation in India we have signed with the respective nations. Like we have Tashkent agreement in 1966. It is signed by India's Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri, so who died the next day itself, and Pakistan's President Ayub Khan, ending 17-day war between Pakistan as well as India. So this was the main reason to have the conclusion between India and Pakistan, that is Tashkent agreement in 1966. So its ceasefire had been secured by the United Nations Security Council on September. So this is what exactly when it has been signed. Now we have something Shimla agreement. Shimla Agreement, as you can see, it was happened between India and Pakistan. So Tashkent, Shimla, it was signed between India and Pakistan. So you can directly go through how exactly it has been given. And Bangladesh liberation of war in 1971 that led to the independence of Bangladesh, which was earlier known as East Pakistan. So this is one thing. Now we have Pakistan, that is West Pakistan. Bangladesh is East Pakistan. Now we have something 123 agreement which was signed between USA as well as India. So this is one thing you have done with the civil nuclear agreement or Indo-US nuclear deal on August 18, 2008. So overall, International Atomic Energy Agency Board of Governors approved this, and India signed the specific safeguards agreement with the International Atomic Energy Association along with the America, that is 123 agreement. So these are the few important facts, Ramsar Convention, wetlands, as well as we have something, these type of scientific names, everything has been discussed. So I hope this will help you a lot. If you have any queries, you can call me. This is my mobile number. If you want the material for any exams, you can take the material from me. Have a good day. Have a great life.